I'm Todd Lewis from Fiasco Sports, reporting for the SA Footballer magazine. Today I'm joined by Charles Canny from the Pembroke Old Scholars Football Club in Division 3, and he's our feature club legend of the week. So Charles, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you grow up and get involved in football?
I played a lot of soccer actually when I was younger, so I only got involved in footy in the last couple of years of school. But since I started playing, I've loved it ever since, and it's become my number one sport. So nothing. I didn't play when I was really young, but I've really loved it since, and sort of just went to Pembroke and then came out to the Old Scholars Club, and have really loved my footy ever since.
Did you bring anything across from soccer that you learnt into the game of AFL? Do you think it helped you?
I definitely think it helps you a little bit. It's obviously a completely different game, but it kind of seemed to be able to give you a bit better spatial awareness almost. So yeah, I have enjoyed. It's probably gone now, but it helped me a bit when I started playing footy. Yeah.
Okay, how'd you find college football at Pembroke, and then obviously the transition into Old Scholars?
It's completely different, I'd say. College football is not doesn't. I wouldn't say it's the toughest football, but there's a lot of kids with some really good skills and some great players out there who obviously go on and get drafted. But yeah, SAAFL was a huge step up. It was for me, just massive bodies and guys who would go that hard at the ball. So it's almost a different game.
Did it take you a long time to adjust to the game of AFL? Did you pick it up pretty quick?
It took me a little while. I was pretty useless for the first sort of 6 or 7 games, but I think by the end of my first year I wasn't too bad. So I think it was probably easier than I expected, to be honest, but it's still reasonably hard.
Okay, what are some of your best memories at Pembroke, obviously whether it's at college level or now Old Scholars?
Yeah, I think probably in terms of footy, better memories have been Old Scholars footy. I think last year we had a kick after the siren to win a final, so that was probably the best memory I've got of the Kings, but there's been a hell of a lot of memories with some good mates out there, so I've really enjoyed my time there.
I'm assuming your major goal now would be to win a premiership. What do you think you and the group needs to do to make sure that can happen?
Yeah, definitely a major goal. We've had probably a premiership drought at the Kings for a very long time, so it's a huge goal of ours. I think in terms of what we need to do, we sort of it's really just sticking together and making sure we get the right players out in the park. So we always have a few injuries, and that's no different this year, but if we can get everyone sort of at every training session for the last bit of the year and really sort of put in the 100% effort, I mean, we think we're a pretty good chance.
Did the school factor play a massive part in you obviously staying at Pembroke, and do you see yourself playing anywhere else, or do you just really do love the club?
Yeah, definitely the school factor drew me out there, so probably 5 or 6 of my mates from my year at school all went out at the same time, so that just sort of drew me along. When I first went out there, it was just some fun, but since I've been there for quite a while now, I love it. So I couldn't really see myself playing anywhere else, but I mean, if the Kings weren't around, might go and play out in the country or something completely different. But yeah, for the moment, there's no plans to move anywhere else.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about what makes Pembroke so special. I'm sure there's some great sponsors that you'd like to mention.
Yeah, Pembroke is a great club, and it's sort of a players-run club at the moment, so it's all about the players. The presidents that played this year or last year, so we've got some fantastic sponsors. So Berry Funeral's been a major sponsor for a very long time, and Simon Berry's great. Them advertising with Mark Whiteman, they've put in a lot of effort and money into our club, so they're fantastic. More recently, the Robin Hood Hotels come on board, so we go back there after games for presentations, and they're a terrific pub, so we really appreciate all of their support.
I'm guessing as it's a player-run club, there might have been a few fun functions during the year. Do you want to talk a little bit about those and whether you've got any coming up for the rest of the season?
Yeah, we do have some pretty good functions. So actually we had our quiz night last night, which was pretty good. So yeah, not feeling as well today, but yeah, we had our sort of our party earlier in the year as well, which was with our netball club, the Old Scholars Netball Club as well. So it's great that we can have sort of a lot of guys from the footy club and a lot of girls from the netball club come out to our events, which make them sort of a lot of fun. And we've got end of season dinner is our massive one, so we put in a fair bit of effort. So everyone usually looks forward to that one. It's a massive event at the Wine Centre, so that's a great night.
Okay, thank you, Charles. I'm Todd Lewis from Fiasco Sports, reporting for the SA Footballer magazine. Today I've been joined by Charles Canny from the Pembroke Old Scholars Football Club in Division 3, and he's our feature club legend of the week.